Hi, grade one. Um, how are you? No, I hope you're still fine, even though we are having this bad weather. Okay. So before this video is intended for our language subject. So before we start, let's pray first.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us healthy body and sound mind. We thank you for another opportunity to learn. Bless us with wisdom to understand our lessons and the joy to learn with our classmates. Bless also our teachers as they impart to us the value of learning. Keep us safe in your loving kindness. This we ask in the mighty and sweet name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Hey. Mhm. Welcome once again. Welcome to our vlog. This is, grade one vlog, not only for Teacher Perla. Okay. So once again, may I just remind you, no, since the first lesson also in our language subject is about how to introduce yourselves. And one of the things that you should know when you are introducing yourself is to mention the name of the school. So once again, welcome to Colegio de la Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe, Inc. Okay. School year 2025-2026, and your second mother, your advisor, Ma'am Perla A. Bernardes. Okay, so our lesson two is giving the meaning of words. Okay, so you're going to analyze the word, no, in order also to know the meaning. Okay, our learning competencies or objectives. No, what do you think is our learning competencies? Why do you think we need to study, no, the meaning of the word that we are encountering in our lesson, especially in language? Okay, because no, you are expected to at the end of the lesson to notice how local names of streets, places, and landmarks have origins in their language. Anyway, this one is too high for you. No, this learning competency is too high for you. That is why I did not give or too much focus on this. No, instead, no, maybe we can use this letter B competency, relate ideas or events to one's experience, no? Because all the words that you might be encountering in our language lesson, you might also connect that or relate those ideas in your own experience, okay? And then use naming words that represent people to elaborate a particular topic. Okay? Okay. So this time, let's explore. Okay, so you're going to give the meaning of the underlined word, no? You're going to encircle the letter of your choice. I think I have to resend this, this explore activity because I noticed that in the PPT that I sent to our GC wasn't underlined. So that's why I realized I think I have to resend this one. Okay. So the first sentence is all of you, huh? Let's read, no? Together. The children run at the playground. Okay. The children run at the playground. Okay. So probably you know already the meaning of the word run, isn't it? No, because you used to run as a kid, isn't it? You used to run. Sometimes some of you are running inside the classroom, and I used to tell, please don't run. Okay. No, so the word run. Okay. So we're going to look the meaning of the word run in the given choices. I have three choices here. Letter A is go faster than walk. Mm. You know when you walk, isn't it? Okay. So this one, you go faster than walk. Okay. So you think that is the meaning of run? B, letter B, bakit B? Letter B, travel. Hmm? You travel. Letter C, pass through. So what do you think is the exact meaning of the word one in the given choices? And number two, I use my eyes to appreciate the beauty of nature. Okay. The underlined word is eyes. Okay. I use my eyes. So, what do you think is the meaning of eyes? Oh, you know that one, isn't it? No, there was a time when I asked you to dance using your different parts of the body, right? So, what do you think is the meaning of the word eyes? A, understanding. B, focus. Or C, part of the body for seeing. Ah, so most probably you know already the answer, right? So you can use your language notebook and write the letter of the correct answer, okay? It says here encircle the letter. So, but if you cannot anymore print this, no, you can just write your answer in your language notebook. Just put the title Explore. Okay. Number three, my mother and I walk to go to church. What do you think is the meaning of the word walk? Okay. So, walk. I think you know that one also because I used to use that word, especially when you are going out, no? Going to the comfort room, no? I used to tell, please just walk, don't run, isn't it? Okay. So, what do you think is the meaning of the word walk, no? A, hike. B, travel on foot. And C, behave. Okay. Next, number four. He shut the door and locked it. Okay. The underlined word is shut. So what do you think is the meaning of the word shut? Shut the door. Okay. And locked it. Okay. So what do you think is the meaning of that? A, blocked. B, stop the operation. And C, closed. Okay, great. How about number five? Okay, the number five is, wait a minute. So I will just put this one up so that you can see the number five. I will adjust it first. So everybody can see and can read. Okay, let's try. Okay, so the number five is, oh, everybody, let's read together. My heart began to beat fast. Okay, my heart began to beat fast. Okay, so what do you think is the meaning of the word beat? Is it throb? Is it rip, rip, or ring over? Ah, so more or less, you can see already, no, through my action, the correct answer. Okay. Now, this time, no, since you are asked to give the meaning of words, you need to look for context clues. Okay. What's the meaning of context clues? So the word clues, no, teacher, I have a clue. Or sometimes you're telling me, do you know the answer? And sometimes you're telling me, teacher, give us the clue. No, the clue or the hint, no, in order to guess the answer, isn't it? So context clues are words in the sentence or sentences that give clues as to the meaning of the word. Okay? Okay. Like for example, now let me give you an example. And later on, I'm going to unlock these words. Okay. For example, the girl was grieving for the death of her pet dog. Okay. You might be asking, what's the meaning of grieving? If you try to connect the clue, the word death of her pet dog, somehow you can already get an idea. Because what do you think might be your reaction or might be your emotion if your pet dog died, isn't it? Okay. Oh, and another sentence is, she was ecstatic when she opened her birthday gifts. Okay, no? Since the word birthday gifts, you know that, di ba? So when you receive your birthday gift, so what do you think is your reaction? What do you think is your emotion? How do you feel it, no? When you receive something, no, not probably not only birthday gifts, any gifts that you receive, what might be your feeling or what might be your reaction. Okay. Now, I'm going to unlock the word grieving and the word ecstatic with you. Okay. Okay, so unlocking. So teacher, we're gonna unlock. Teacher, why you need to unlock for you to be able to understand the meaning. Okay. So, grieving is the natural, emotional, and physical response to loss, particularly the death of a loved one. No? Grieving in Tagalog means nagdadalamhati, no? Nagdadalamhati or nalulungkot, isn't it? No? Eh, pag namatay yung pet mo, what would be your reaction? Of course, no? You're going to grieve, magdadalamhati ka, you're going to be sad, yeah, right? Okay, so that is the meaning of grieving. Or let's see also the reaction of these two kids, no, having the this reaction of grieving. Ayan, oh, look at that, no? This girl, no? Uh, she's feeling sad, no? Or nagdadalamhati or nalulungkot, no? Okay, maybe because of particularly the death of a loved one or physical response to loss, no? Anything that, for example, you lose something or you lose your, even your a very sentimental or favorite toys, no? You're going to feel this feeling, isn't it? Okay. Oh, look at this boy also. Oh, you see? Ayan, nagdadalamhati or nalulungkot. So that is the meaning of grieving. Did you understand it? Okay. Oh, how about the word ecstatic? No, ecstatic means feeling of expressing overwhelming happiness, of joyful excitement. No, you get so excited. No? So ecstatic in Tagalog means tuwang-tuwa, of course, no? Especially if you received something, no? Like this one, he received a gift, no? Or probably you saw a very thing that you love most or you like most. So what would be your reaction? Diba tuwang-tuwa, no? And that is exactly the meaning of ecstatic. Okay. So were you able to to understand that? Okay. So because in the sentences given, no, sometimes you can already know the meaning of the underlined word, no? That's why when you are looking for the meaning of the underlined word, no, you try to understand, no, and read the sentence carefully. That's why I am really asking you to please practice reading every day. No, I hope no you continue practicing reading not only the words or the set of reading materials I gave you in the remedial reading, but as well as the sentences, no, in the uh, activities that I am giving you, no? I was so happy that I saw that Nathaniel was really trying to read the sentences one by one. I hope all of you can do that. Of course, Jed is really independent and Emmanuel. I hope everybody also could do that. Some are really trying their best, no? I am thankful for the mommies and daddies who are really trying to support, no, to Tita No, for Guada, really trying to, because they are really trying, I can see that everyone is trying your best, okay, to be able to read, no? And for that, very good. Okay. So, let's watch this video, okay? Let's watch this video about context clues.
Welcome to CUFast.com, a nationally accredited provider of nursing continuing education. To access our course listing, click the Courses link on the main menu. If you're a first-time user and haven't registered an account, you'll see a drop-down menu that contains a full course list. Click the Find Your Courses option to
Context clues. What are context clues? Context clues are clues or hints that readers
Again, so when we say context clues, no, clues or hints, no, and sometimes you even ask me, teacher, what is the clue in order for us to know? What is the hint in order for us to know? So when we say context clues, no, in that sentence, you're trying to get the clues or the hints in order for you to be able to understand the underlying word, no? So clues are hints that readers use. Okay?
use to find the meaning of unknown words.
Unknown means hindi mo pa alam na salita o hindi mo pa kailanman nagamit na salita when we say unknown words, no? Kaya hinahanap natin yung clue. Ano nga ba, no? Ano nga ba yung clue or hints para maintindihan ko yung unknown words na to?
We can find clues to a word we don't know or don't understand in many different ways. We can find clues in pictures. We can also find them in sentences, such as definitions, examples, synonyms, or antonyms.
Okay, so most probably, you can also get the clue through the pictures, okay? Or maybe with the definitions of that given word, the one I gave you a while ago, no? The meaning of ecstatic and the meaning of grieve, no? And then probably could also help you by understanding the examples, no? And the synonyms, you know what a synonym is? Synonym is the word that has the same meaning with the given word, no? Yung kapareho ng ibig sabihin, okay? The antonym is the opposite, no? The opposite meaning o yung kabaliktaran. Okay po?
Or antonyms. So let's see how we can use pictures to give us clues to the meaning of a word. There are many craters on the moon. If you don't know what the word crater means, you might look at this picture of the moon and guess that it is these round circles on the moon. If you do, you will be correct because craters indeed are these round and hollow areas on the moon. Now let's see how we can find clues in a sentence that shows us a definition. New York City has many skyscrapers or tall buildings. If I don't know what skyscrapers mean, I can use the next part of the sentence as a clue. The word or tells me that skyscrapers and tall buildings are very similar in meaning. That
Okay, did you get that? For example, now, you do not know the word skyscrapers. Oh, teacher, what's the meaning of skyscrapers? Or remember, there is the word or, no, tall buildings, no? Most probably, since the word tall is a simple word and buildings, no, you're already familiar with the word building, no, more or less, you will know that the meaning of skyscrapers means tall buildings as well. Okay.
means skyscrapers means tall buildings. Now let's see how examples in a sentence could be clues to the meaning of a word that I don't know. Instruments such as the violin and the piano were played in the concert. If I didn't know what instrument means, I would look at the example in a sentence to give me a clue. When I read the words violin and piano, I can guess that instruments are tools that make sounds.
Okay, no? So, through the examples, no, you might be able to know the meaning of unfamiliar or unknown word with you. Like, for example, the word instruments, no? I suppose you know the violin and the piano, right? So, the moment you see the example violin and the piano, no, you can already guess, oh, the instruments are the musical tools or musical instruments, no? So instruments are what we use for music. Oh, that's the meaning of that, no? Like this sentence, instruments such as the violin and the piano were played in the concert. So what do we use in the concert? The violin and the piano. And therefore, the violin and the piano means what? Instruments, okay? But it's musical instruments because there are different kinds of instruments. But this one is what we call musical instruments, okay?
Let's see how finding a synonym in the sentence can be a clue to figure out the meaning of a word. Remember that synonyms are words with the same meaning. I ran swiftly to catch the falling vase, but I wasn't fast enough. If I don't know the meaning of swiftly, the next part of the sentence gives me a clue. It says that I wasn't fast enough, which means that I must have been running fast. That means the word swift is fast.
Okay, did you understand that? No, the word swiftly, I ran swiftly to catch the falling vase, no, but I wasn't fast enough. Okay, so what's the meaning of swift? or swiftly, because swiftly is an adverb describing run. So anyway, later on, you could be able to understand that one, the word with ly. So this time, if we're going to try to find out the meaning of swiftly, we can possible understand that by another word, which is the synonym for swift, and that is the word fast. Okay, I ran swiftly to catch the falling pace, but I wasn't fast enough. So the meaning of swift is fast. Okay.
This time, let's see how finding an antonym in the sentence can be a clue to figuring out the meaning of a word. Remember that antonyms are words with opposite meaning. We want to move out of our small house and into a more spacious house. If you don't know what spacious means, you can probably guess from the sentence that they will move out from a small house to probably a bigger one. So the word spacious must mean big or large.
Okay, no. So here we want to move out of our small house and into a more spacious house. Okay, so it says here, if you do not understand the word spacious, no, you could probably try to get the meaning of the antonym, no, the opposite meaning of spacious is small. Because if we're going try to understand the sentence, we want to move out of our small house into, no, you should not be using the word and here, into a more spacious house, no? So it means since you want to move out from the small house, it means you're going to move out to a spacious house. So uh, therefore, the meaning of spacious house here is a bigger house. Okay, so that is the use of a context clues using antonym or the opposite meaning. But don't worry, I might not be giving you yet hard words for you to find the context clue. Okay, so just sit back and relax. So, and in fact, I am trying to explain everything to you as as easy as possible so you can understand it well. All you have to do is to listen carefully. Okay.
Now, when you're reading, try to use the clues in the story or pictures to help you understand unfamiliar words. If you liked watching this video and all my other videos,
Okay. So, we're going to continue. Okay. Okay, so most probably, you already have the hint or the clue on how to get the or how to understand the unfamiliar word. Okay, so in today's lesson, you will give the meaning of the underlying word and its sentence. So this would be your activity one, no? So you're going to encircle the correct answer, but if you're not going to print this out, this activity, you can just answer it again in your language notebook by trying to answer the letter of the correct answer. Teacher, do we need to copy all the sentences? Well, it's up to you. Your parents or your guardian might write, no, the sentences and the choices, and you will just encircle the correct answer. However, I am not obliging you to do that. You can just copy or write the correct answer, the letter of the correct answer in your language notebook. All you have to do is to write activity one, no? Just write the title of that activity. So if it is activity one, I will just refer on this notes, no? And I could be able to answer already, to check rather, to check your correct answer, okay? So number one sentence, please read with me, okay? The tricks shown by the magician were amazing. Okay, so the tricks shown by the magician were amazing. Okay, so what do you think is the meaning of the word tricks? No, have you seen, by the way, have you seen a magician? Do you know what a magician means? Okay, so when we say magician, it means someone who is doing some tricks in order to entertain the visitors, right? In order, for example, you're celebrating your birthday and you are the birthday celebrant, no? So, and you hire, no, what do you call that one? Um, yung may mga mascot na gano'n. Anyway, no, you hire someone, no, to entertain, and then a clown. Yeah, I remember. No, that's clown. Okay, your parents, for example, hired a clown, no, for you, to celebrate your birthday. Uh, ano, more exciting. So the magician, this clown, they know also how to do some tricks, no? And they know how to do some magic tricks, no? So when we say tricks shown by the magician, so what do you think is the word tricks here? A, pranks. B, magic acts. And C, secrets. So what do you think? Is it pranks, magic acts, or secrets? Okay, just write the letter of the correct answer. Okay. For number two, okay, please read with me. They are giggling when the puppets dance. Okay. They are giggling when the puppets dance. Okay. So do you know what the puppet is? Okay. So if you have seen already, I know you're familiar with the puppets, no? So if you have seen the way the puppets dance, I know you're enjoying it, right? So therefore, what do you think is the word, is the meaning of the word giggling here? A, jumping. B, pushing. Or C, laughing. Ayan. Okay? Again, just write the letter of the correct answer. Or if you have the printout of this copy, just insert it. Number three, the hen will peck at you when you harm its cheeks. Okay. So the hen will peck at you when you harm its cheeks. Okay. So we know, no, that the hen is the mother, no, of the little chicken, and these are the chicks. So what do you think will do of a mother when someone harm its babies, right? So what do you think is the meaning of the word peck here? A, strike. B, eat. C, kiss. Okay. Number four, our family took a trip to the farm. Okay. Our family took a trip to the farm. Okay, so if we're going to have a trip and it's going to the farm, no? For example, your family has a farm, and then your family decided to go to the farm. Therefore, what do you think is the meaning of the word trip? A, party. B, visit. Or journey. C, vacation. Okay. Number five, They were so happy for their wonderful trip. They were so happy for their wonderful trip. Okay, so what do you see? What do you think is the meaning of the word wonderful? Ayan, wonderful. Kahanga-hanga. Okay, that's why they were so happy. So what do you think is the meaning of wonderful? A, hard. B, great. C, free. Okay, so I hope you could be able to understand and to answer everything well. Okay, now let's proceed to the next one. Okay, now for the depend, we're going again to answer the activity two, no? Anyway, this is a 1 week activity, so just they one day at a time, no? If you have nothing to do, you can just, for example, you already have your language notebook with you and your pencil, probably you can already start answering this one so that you can follow with me, okay? Okay. So it says here, answer the activity to practice your knowledge and skill about the words and their meanings. Identify the meaning of the underlined word using context clues. Okay. So let's read together again. Number one, Tony's new house is huge. Remember, class, no, we do not read this. We do not read the H here. This is what we call silent H word. That's why we read as huge. Okay. 10 families can fit in it. Oh, so what do you think is the meaning of the word huge? You just imagine if you try to understand the whole sentence, Tony's new house is huge. That's why 10 families can fit in it. You just imagine. Or for example, you have a house and then one family and two families can stay in your house. So it means it is not yet that huge as you can imagine. But if 10 families can fit in it, so it means what? It is really huge. So what do you think is the meaning of the word huge here? A, big. B, beautiful. And C, colorful. Okay. Number two. Let's read again together. Read with me. Just ignore him. Pretend you did not hear him. Oh, just ignore him. Pretend you did not hear him. Oh, sometimes we are like that, isn't it? No, when someone is calling us, no, even though we can hear them, especially when we are having our gadget, no, sometimes we ignore our mommy or our daddy, no. Uh, that is why most probably you know already the meaning of the word ignore, no? Because you pretend nagkukunwari hindi sila naririnig. Oh, that's the meaning of that, no? So what do you think when we say ignore? A, listen. B, talk. C, forget. Okay. Number three, Marie was quiet because she was embarrassed. Okay. So Marie was quiet because she was embarrassed. So why do you think, no, there are people who are just quiet in one corner, or probably even in our classroom, I can notice that some of you, know, for example, when we are having our discussion, they simply, do not open their mouth. No, why do you think it is like that? No, especially if you are embarrassed. No, so what do you think would be the meaning of embarrassed here? A, shy. B, sad. C, joyful. Okay. Number 5. Wait, I'll try to adjust again this one. So you can see the whole thing. Okay. Okay, next is the word, the number 4 word. Have you seen my ring? Hmm? Have you seen my ring? Okay, so what do you think is the meaning of the word ring here? I suppose you know what a ring is. Is it A, sound and tone, B, sound in the phone, or C, jewelry? Okay, number 5, uh, read again with me. I watch educational. Okay. Grade 1, the moment you see the word with I-O-N, it sounds like shun. Shun. Okay. Ejo, K, this is long A, shunal, okay, educational videos because they are interesting. So what do you think is the meaning of the word interesting? Isn't it? When you are watching, for example, especially if it is a very educational videos about the volcano, how the volcano erupts, or probably about tsunami, no? Um, you really want, no? You have the interest of watching it. So, what do you think is the meaning of the word interesting? A, boring. B, funny. Or C, attention getting. Okay. So I hope you can be able to answer it again. No, as I've told you, you can just answer this in your notebook, or if your mom or dad have this print, then you can just answer it in your worksheet. Okay. Now let's proceed with the activity 3. So this time, you're going to box the correct answer or write the letter again of the correct answer in your language notebook. Okay? Number 1, the birds can fly because of their wings. Oh, the birds can fly because of their wings. Okay. So what do you think is the meaning of the word fly? A, an insect. B, move through the air. Mhm. Okay, write your answer. Okay. Number 2, the carpenter uses a saw to cut the wood. Okay, no? So, in Tagalog, lagari, no? So, have you seen a lagari or a saw? No, probably if your father sometimes fixing something in your house, no, or doing something, no, made of wood, no. You can probably see this one already. The stool, no? A saw, okay, or lagare. So, what do you think is this? A, a tool, cutting tool, or the word saw is a past form of C. What do you think? Okay. Number three. Remember, that word saw is used by the carpenter. Okay. Number three. We rest after cleaning the backyard. Okay. We rest after cleaning the backyard. Okay. So what do you think could you're going to do, no? After cleaning your backyard, no? So when you say rest, what are you going to do? A, stop working. B, sleep. So what do you think is the best answer, no, between these two? Okay. Number four. My hand is clean. My hand is clean. So what do you think is the meaning of the word hand? Is it A, give, or B, part of the body? Okay. Number five. Shh, shh. Okay, so the words that starts with SH sounds like shh. Okay. Show me how this toy works. Show me how this toy works. Okay, so what do you think, no? By the way the word show used in a sentence, no? What do you think is the meaning of this? Okay, present or present or explain. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think is the best answer? Show me how this story works. No, it means you're asking, no? You're asking someone, come on, show me how this story works. I didn't know this one, especially if that toy is a new, okay? So, what do you think is the best word that could replace this word show? Is it present or explain? Okay. Now, um we're going to review, no, quiz number two. Okay. So this one, you don't need to answer at home because we're going to answer this during our assessment number two or quiz number two. Okay. Uh, let's try to read first the instruction. Read the sentences carefully to get the meaning of the underlying word. Encircle the letter of your choice. Okay, since I will be the one to print this, no? So all you have really to do is to encircle the letter of your choice. Okay, let's review. So this is just a review. Okay, number one, the visitors feast on the dishes my mother prepared. Ayan. So, what do you think, no? If you have a visitors and your mother prepared dishes or food, no, for them. So, what are they going to do? And that is the meaning of feast. A, eat. B, dance. C, look. Okay. Number two. Let's read again. She was nervous. Her hands were shaking. Okay. So she was nervous. Her hands were shaking. Now, by the way, grade one, when you are reading, you can just read the way I read. No? Like, for example, little by little, you syllabicate the words, no, or sound the words, so you can read it well. And then after that, you try to read again and again, uh, as fast as you can. Okay. She was nervous. Her hands were shaking. So, what do you think is the meaning of the word nervous? A. Nervous. A. Cold. B. Sick. And C. Scared. Oh, the word nervous, I think, is always experienced. For example, when I'm asking one by one to read in front, no? Some of you might have this feeling nervous, okay? So what do you think is the meaning of the word nervous? A, cold, B, sick, and C, scared, okay? Number three, Dora likes, this is long I, okay, likes to travel and explore the world. Okay, so you just sound it, world. Dora likes to travel and explore the world. So what do you think? Who is Dora, isn't it? Dora is the explorer. Okay. And Dora really likes to travel. So what do you think is the meaning of the word travel? A, go on an adventure. Oh, are you an adventurer like Dora? Okay. B, study well. And C, experiment. Okay. Number four, read with me again. Nobody wants to talk to that grumpy old man. Let's read it faster. Nobody wants to talk to that grumpy old man. Okay, so what do you think is the meaning of the word grumpy? Sometimes old people is really like that. I hope and I'm praying that someday I will not be a grumpy old woman too, no? Okay, so that people will not be scared with me or will not be annoyed, okay? So what do you think is the meaning of the word grumpy? Is it A, wrinkled? Remember, class, this is a silent W word. We do not read, we do not sound water the word W. But when we spell it, it's there. But when we read it, it's silent W. That's why we read this as wrinkled. Okay? So what's the meaning of grumpy? A, wrinkled. B, moody. And C, dirty. Hmm, okay, number five. Let's read together. Observe carefully to see what happens next. Yan. Observe carefully to see what happens next. So you have to observe now carefully to see. No, you're going to observe carefully so that for you to see, oh, what will happen next, no? Okay. So what do you think is the meaning of the word observe here? Is it A, Listen. B, feel. C, watch. Okay. So, so for your reflection, this one, you're going to try to understand and reflect the following emojis, no, on how people express their thoughts, then watch their and watch, why watch, and match with the correct phrase, no, because all these emojis, they have a corresponding phrase, no? Like for example, so when we want to match, no, I would advise with you to maybe just try to read it first, okay? The first word is hug, hugging, hugging face. So this is long A, no? Face, okay? Hugging face. So, where is the word hugging face? Okay. Next is happy face. Okay. Where is the happy face? I suppose you know this because I usually ask you to, if it is correct, you draw happy face, isn't it? Okay. Where is the emojis that winking to someone? Nangingindat. Nangingindat. Yung isang mata. Winking to someone. Where is it? And of course, I suppose you know this because some of you usually experience this, isn't it? Not only you, all of us, no, crying. Or where is the emojis that shows crying? And then, if you tasted a delicious food, you usually say yummy. So where is that emojis that shows yummy? Okay. Now, for your performance task, no, number two in language, you're going to watch and draw three symbols or signs to present and explain to the class your own understanding about them. Okay, you ask your mommy or your daddy or your tita or your lola, lolo to click this link, no? And you're going to watch the different signs and symbols like this, okay? Now, you're going to choose only three symbols, okay? Actually, you're going to draw them, no? Now, oh, teacher, how is that? No, it's so hard to draw. Okay, you might ask also the guidance of your parents, no? Or your guardians, no? Probably they can draw it and then you will just trace it. Teacher, also, I'm not also good in drawing. That's why I am very considerate person, no? I understanding, when it comes to drawing. Okay, so you're going to choose only three. No, for example, you draw this one, thumbs up. So what's the meaning of that? So you just say thumbs up means okay. I agree, something like that. So you're going to explain the way you understood the symbol, no? Okay, that's why you just choose the one that you can explain well, okay? And for your rubric, no, I always give a rubric, no, to be just in giving grades, no, to be fair, no. For example, you have good presentation, then I can give you 20 over 20, right? Uh, okay. In your drawing, probably I can give you 9. Confidence. Oh, you're so confident and presenting your performance test number two, then I can give you 10. And you might be able to get 39 out of 40. So that's already a high grade, isn't it? Okay. So I hope grade one you were able to understand everything that I discussed with you. No, I really miss the class because I know every time I discuss with you, no, especially some of you very hyper to answer. I love it. No, and I used to call each one of you to participate, isn't it? So that everybody will have grade, especially in recitation. Okay, so grade one, stay safe, no? Always pray that even though we have this bad weather, which we cannot really control, you know what? We cannot really control this grade one. So all we have to do is to be always prepare and ready to whatever might happen and always pray, no? For our people, especially for the people who are living near the sea, near the river, no, because sometimes they are really, affected by the flood. No, even here, no, in Summitville, don't you know that even in our school, we are also experiencing flooding? That's why, no. So I hope you're able to understand everything. No, sorry, if I really use an English medium, English language, because our subject this time is language. Okay, so the next subject that I will be having a video is mathematics, no, and reading. Okay, so even though we missed one another for interactive class, at least with this video, it could help you understand the topic for the week. Okay, bye grade one. Bye parents. Stay safe. God bless po.